pick back up on my last video real quick. Like he said about the two songs coming in and doing the wheel. The first one, he said he wasn't gonna do it. Later on down the road, he repented and he did it. The second one just straight up, I'm gonna do it and did nothing about it, so to say. I'm talking about completely nothing. It's about the looks of it. He didn't even lift a finger. He didn't even find somebody at the workhouse to talk to. Just one person. He just didn't do it at all. He just said I was gonna do it. With that being said, that's a lot of situations. It's a lot of situations that's going around the earth, around life, just like that situation about the kingdom of heaven. As you can tell, I know Ye at first. He said he wanted to do it. I don't even know if he said he was gonna do it. But I know it's been a point of time he fell off. He fell off horribly. But I can tell that he has repented. How can I tell? Because look what he's doing. He's doing the way he's coming in the Son of the Father's name. He's going scriptural. He's letting go in the world. He's trying to let people. He's trying to tell people to let go of the world. He's doing the will of the Father. While he basically, I'm saying all that to say he's actually doing more than me. I'm not saying literally because anything is good when it comes down to the kingdom of the Father, but you know what I mean, like wisdomly. He's doing more than me. So who am I to point my finger? After reading this scripture right now, reading this scripture right here, I'm more of the second son than I am the first son. Because this point in time, yes, I just sit around. I'm not saying everybody's like this, but for me to even point a finger, because I was pointing the finger at him at first too, believe it or not. Even though just like, listen, I don't love, I love everybody, but I don't love him as an idol. But I really dig his vibe since the beginning. He's been since he started making music. He was amazing. It was something about him that was just amazing to me. His even down to the little things he slide in about my father, the gospel. It was just something so amazing to me. So I ain't saying all this like just to say like he's just better than me. Like he just like just because he's a celebrity doing it, he's doing more than me. No, it's the character behind it, the genuinity, the generosity, the genuine things behind it. I even noticed like they say he got merch. Like I'm not praising Kanye. I'm showing how much we don't research and how fast and quick, as quotation marks, quick Christians, we quick to judge our brothers, our own brothers. Like this is how I heard somebody say that. Like everybody knows scriptures backwards and forward. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. First of all, the generosity and the genuineness of Kanye. He got merch. He got merch. Like it's worth a lot of money. He can do this. He can do that. But you know what he did? Just little small things that pointed out. He got somebody, they put on hoods that was real like subliminal. They went out into the crowds like normal people and handed out his merch for him because he just didn't want to sell it. He gave away, excuse me, he gave away 10,000 tickets. He's doing a lot. He's starting to some for the schools and he's just doing a lot. He canceled out his whole last album to make a gospel album and called it Jesus is King. Like, how can you say anything bad about this man? Here's another one. And I'm gonna keep going. It was somebody, you should know this. It's in scripture too. Somebody was the disciples came to Jesus and they told Jesus, like, Jesus, somebody is casting out demons in your name. Somebody is doing this in your name. Somebody is doing that in your name. Should we stop them? Should we stop them? And Jesus told them, Joshua told them, no, because in my name there's nothing negative you can say in my name, for my character is a good character. That's basically what he was saying, because I'm Jesus. What can you say bad about Jesus? That's all he was saying. But the thing is, it's not Jesus anymore. I hate to say it, it's Christianity. It's a lot bad you can say about Christianity, because we're not doing it in Jesus' name. We're doing it in Christianity's name. It's a lot of behind. It's a lot of things behind Christianity. We're gonna have to let that word go first of all, and understand that he's coming in Jesus' name. We're not doing this in Christianity's namesake. We're doing this in quotation marks, the character of Jesus, not literally Christianity, his character, his role. We gotta respect his dojo. Like, he's the master. And we gonna have to respect, like, when we go out to fight in these karate classes and go to these other fights, we're gonna have to play by the rules. We're gonna have to present Jesus's dojo correctly. We gotta present his name right. Like Birdman saying, we're gonna have to put some respect on his name. But this Christianity thing it's gonna have to do. We're gonna have to come to a better understanding. But that being said, somebody made a very good, valid statement. Even knowing scriptures backwards and forward, they knew scriptures backwards and forward. Back in Jesus' days, they knew scriptures backwards and forward, and still couldn't tell that the Son of God was amongst them, and crucified them. That's how blind they were. That's how blind we are. That's how much evil is in our heart. So, man, for us to really, like, it's not about yay. It's not about judging this. It's not about judging that. It's about understanding what the Father has done for you. Understanding where the Father has taken you from. How humble can you make yourself towards another person's situation? Like, can you look at somebody's sin and say ew? Or can you look at somebody's sin and understand with a sincere heart and pray for them that they get out of this situation, or pray for them that they're actually sincere with what they're doing, or just pray for them in general? Like, are we done criticizing folks? Are we done judging? Are we done pointing the fingers down at folks because we think we're so high and mighty? Jesus said himself, if you were perfect, he that's what he said. If you were perfect, I wouldn't be here right now. If you never sinned, I wouldn't be here right now. But y'all done messed up. So I'm here. I'm here to save you. You sinned. We're all sinners. At the end of the day, we're all sinners. But the last thing, the main thing we're doing, I see now that I keep saying it, we're using scripture to afflict others. We're using scripture to our advantage to make us sound good. But first of all, we're supposed to come in love. First of all, we gotta come in love. Second of all, we gotta understand that there is nothing too impossible for the Father. Third of all, we gotta research more. I'm talking about before you speak on somebody, before you say something out of your mouth that you know nothing about, which I gotta do better with too. Research, because it will get you in trouble. You seen what happened to Miriam and the other dude. They wasn't thinking. They didn't know. They didn't even know who Moses was. They never sat down with Moses to see that he was actually a nice guy. They just saw him with a Cushite wife, and the lady got turned to a leper. And this is another scripture I really want to end on. Out of all of these things, you can say whatever you want, but listen to what my Father said. This is not a teaching of Jesus. This is a teaching of the Most High. For eternity to eternity, I am God. No one can snatch anyone out of my hand. No one can undo what I have done. You don't know who Kanye is. You don't know who. I'm even gonna put Kanye in. You don't know who that dude down the street is. You don't know who, man, that dude that talked to himself is. You don't know who anybody is. You don't know nothing. You don't know where they came from. If the Most High have sent them here on a special mission, they angel in the skies, because it's so real. People don't understand how real that is. That sound like a cartoon, but man, we gonna have to wake up. This ain't our world. They're here. Like, they've been around us. Angels exist. You don't know who that is you finna talk about. You don't know what the Most High has set and planned for that person, whether they know it or whether they not know it. You don't know what He has in plan for you, in store for you, whether you know it or whether you don't know it. But the one thing you need to know, whether they sold they soul, whether they are prostitute, whether they getting high on drugs, whether they killing folks, man, just something disturbing. Gay is not disturbing, just something disturbing, like a murderer or something on death row. Listen to what the Father said. No one can snatch anyone out of my hand. Can't nobody sell their soul to the devil. The Most High controls the devil. He says in Psalms, I control the light and the dark. The devil ain't got no power over him. You saw how how the demon bowed down to Jesus and was afraid of him. They know who got the rank. That it's rank, it's order. He says it in scripture. There is order in the heavens. There's order. It's not no the like down here the survival of the fittest. No, if he has the power, he has the power. And from my understanding, the one who's coming to save us has all the power. So I'm gonna say that one more time. No one can snatch anyone out of my hand. No one can undo what I have done. If he have set Kanye on a throne somewhere, you can see like at the end time, you can see him sitting on a throne. You're a king. What can you do? What can you do? What you gonna talk bad about him? Or you gonna understand what the Father has done? Because what he said, because it's marvelous in his sight. It is his pleasure to do these things, not our pleasure. We don't know the soul. We don't even know ourselves, to be honest. We're in great Babylon, the Babylon, so we don't even know ourselves. So only thing we gotta do is trust the Father and pray and man, just seek his face, read more scripture, do more research, be all for the Father. It's no half stepping. We're gonna have to like really, really get into it. Like piece by piece by piece. Whatever we want to know, we're gonna have to break it down. I'm not saying anybody did anything wrong judging how they judge, because that's what we're here for. We're made in his image, and he's a judger. We're made to judge. But I'm here to show you, like he showed me, what if your judgment is wrong? What if you're not judging how you've been taught to judge? What if all this time you've been doing it wrong? What if all this time you just been saying going off of things that you've heard and not things that you've known? That should make you think. That should make you do better. That's all he wants you to do after the end of this video is to not stay the same, but please do better. If you made that mistake, please do better. And I'm not saying Kanye is good, and I'm not saying Kanye is bad. The only thing I know, my Father knows. And whatever he says goes. Shalom, brothers and sisters. I hope you got the message.